We start off with two big stories on our radar. Crypto crushing it this week with Bitcoin back above the 91,000 mark and up 35% since the election. More on that in a few minutes. But first, what else? Nvidia, the AI darling, gearing up to deliver third-quarter results next week, and Wall Street is chomping at the bit for another strong report. Analysts upping their price targets on the chip giant ahead of Wednesday's results. Wedbush seeing the stock climbing to 160, Oppenheimer's at 175, Susquehanna 180, and HSBC is all the way up at $200. That is 40% upside from today's close. But can Nvidia deliver another blowout quarter with expectations so high? Yet again, this is not the kind of action, Karen, that you love for one of your stocks going into earnings.
Well, yes, I don't like the analyst action.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. The bar, just raise the bar, raise the bar, raise the bar. I do like the, down kind of a lot.
Today.
Yes, the pullback, not just today, but the last couple of days. I think it hit 148 or 9 or something recently. And so I like that more. I think, there's this sort of tension of the promise of AI and is it working and what will demand peak, and then evidence to the contrary. And then you hear, things like, 100,000 chips today, right? So I'm still optimistic on the story. I am long. I don't have puts right now, so I don't know. I'll look at something. They're not going to be cheap, that's for sure. But I do think, though, going into the right before it, the skew will be toward the upside. The calls will be more expensive than the puts. So I'll look at that. But I'd rather have it be down a few days.
Right, Tim?
Well, if you look at the semiconductor group overall, they've been underperforming. NVIDIA's actually been really the stalwart in that space, and I think that's interesting. I get back to what seem to be the major drivers for the stock right now. Where are we on production with Blackwell? Where are we with hyperscalers and CapEx? We've had the earnings season where they've given some guidance. That guidance was fine. We've had some other read-throughs from other folks that are part of kind of the chip infrastructure space, which hasn't been terribly good. And it gets back to where is the market and where is sentiment. That outperformance I'm talking about in the charts is notable, but I don't get the sense that the street is as keyed up into expectations on this number for some of the reasons we've been talking about. And again, we have had the company be very clear to push back on any concerns around production side of it. So they can't really tell you how aggressively they see demand, and they'll do a better job of that here. I'm sure we're not going to hear anything awful on demand, but I think it's a more balanced setup despite the run in the stock, because I just think expectations are lower.
Eventually, they have to fail on earnings. Eventually, there's got to be something, right? So you don't get to go into Vegas and keep betting on one thing and have the hand perform. Eventually, but they're still 85% of the market. Tim said it. Every other stock that you look at in the sector, the chart is horrendous. This is the... Go ahead.
No, I mean, eventually you will miss, but, I mean, is the miss a function of analysts getting too hyped up over it, and so therefore they're setting the stock up for a miss? If they didn't ratchet up their earnings expectations, they would easily jump over them. I mean, it's all a matter, right? It's the context of that.
It's a point of reference. It's where you're coming into it. So Karen's completely right. You would like them to talk it down. The problem is every time they've talked it down in the past, it's leaped over them. And they've looked silly.
I'm sorry, when you're saying the analysts talk it down or the
They don't
company,
really talk it. I'm saying it the wrong way. Whenever the analysts put out their estimates, they've definitely had a lower bar where Nvidia leaps over it. And they've looked ridiculous. Because who should know? They should know how high that bar should be in theory. And whenever Nvidia leaps over it, they look silly. So they keep raising the bar. So eventually, Nvidia has to fail.
But it's going to be a beat and raise here. I mean, let's be clear.
It's just a matter of the degree.
It's a matter of the degree. But again, I think it's really about Blackwell ramping and Hopper actually still growing. And I don't, yeah.
Yeah, Julie. I mean, Jensen Huang has had multiple opportunities to sort of talk down Blackwell, talk down the demand, talk down the production issues, whatever, and not one opportunity was taken.
Yeah, it sounds like he's very, very confident about the outlook. I think, it's interesting to me in reading some of the research reports that we've been talking about. I read one today that was like, well, we expect them to beat by their usual $2 billion on the top line, which is an astronomical number just to beat by. I mean, as a small and mid-cap investor, I could only dream, right? But what I think is important is exactly what everyone is saying, which is this relationship between expectations and execution. And so far, they have been on the right side of that battle between those two. But when you have analysts just so regularly expecting this big beat and raise, it does create this challenge, this tightrope walk that they have to do. I think the demand is fine, and I think the production is fine. What I think is kind of an outstanding question for the long term, and this is where guidance will really come into play, is what is pricing going to look like over the longer term? We know that these hyperscalers are starting to recognize that they need to be able to create an economic model around this investment, and that's still a little bit uncertain. And so, we kind of wait and see.